It's only entertainment.
Welcome back to the Talking Hedge. I'm Josh Kincaid, Capital Markets Analyst and host of your Cannabis Business Podcast. Sam Andras is with urban-gro. Thanks for being with us on the Talking Hedge.
Thank you very much, Josh. Appreciate being here.
Yeah, urban-gro. What is it and what do you do?
So urban-gro today is much different from urban-gro even 2 years ago. We are basically a turnkey provider of services to the cannabis industry. And I say cannabis, we're here at MJ BizCon, so that's my brain focus right now. We're really turnkey to a wide variety of industries, CEA industry, medical, higher education, K through 12, kind of all falls into our umbrella. My role is recently changed. I was the EVP of Professional Services, so I oversaw all of our architecture, engineering, integrated cultivation, design, kind of the whole umbrella. Now I am the EVP of Corporate Business Development.
Okay, interesting. And so you're dealing with high schools too. Is that on the agricultural side or hemp? I can't imagine you're promoting cannabis necessarily.
No.
What does that entail?
So as an architectural firm, we design university projects, K through 12, medical, whatever it is, and we also have a construction division that can then build the facilities. So again, the turnkey. Really what we've done over the last 2 years is totally diversify our service offerings as a what was a CEA-focused industry to now serve a wide variety of sectors with turnkey solutions.
Okay. What are some of the best solutions that you're providing right now? I've seen a lot of vertical integrated agriculture in space-restricted areas. I've seen hydroponics, waterponics, aeroponics. What are you seeing, and is any of it backed by data in terms of increased yields or what's new, neat, niche? Just tell me a little bit about what you guys are seeing and doing.
So focusing on why we're here today, the cannabis industry, our turnkey solutions really are making life easy for our customers because it gives them basically they can come to us with the vision, budget, schedule, size of facility, all of their criteria that makes up that vision, and hand that to one team to deliver, one point of contact. So within our business offerings, we have the architecture, mechanical, plumbing, electrical. Our ICD team will do the fertigation, the benching, lighting, water treatment, fans, environmental controls, security can be done in-house. All of this under one umbrella, which alleviates an owner from having to integrate, 15 different entities to pull all these pieces of the puzzle together. So when we talk about some of the things you mentioned, aeroponics or drip irrigation or deep water culture, our goal isn't to tell a client how they need to grow, rather it's to walk the client through what is the best way to optimize how they want to grow. The old saying in the industry, put 10 growers in the room, ask them the best way to grow, you get 15 different answers, right? So we don't want to tell our clients how they have to grow. We want to take their vision and make it the best it can be.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Interesting. So there's a few more states that have come online, right? Is it Missouri and Massachusetts?
Maryland,
thank you.
Yes, sir.
If there were a scenario where they had a head grower who didn't have a preference, I'm assuming, would have some SOPs and suggestions to give them.
Absolutely.
How often does it happen, though?
I think that most every grower has grown before, and I think one of the unique, I'll say, challenges is that growers, when they get hired, they're hired based on what they're producing, the quality, the yield, right? And so what they don't want to do is make a change. They don't want to restructure how they're doing things, because what if it fails, right? So I think the process is really very collaborative, working through a hand-in-hand process of pros, cons, optimization, looking at metrics and how they impact potential overall flower canopy to the overall facility, while also optimizing flexibility to allow them to make changes to their methodologies over time.
Mm-hmm. And do you guys keep up with compliance? You mentioned security. That's a big issue. There's a lot of robberies up and down the West Coast in Washington. There was even some murders, and so regulatory risk is an issue. When you're talking about security, it's not just the implementation of cameras, but do you continue to service your clients with the ever-changing regulations?
Absolutely. I mean, one of the, I think, greatest challenges in the industry is understanding state to state what those regulations look like, and trying to keep on top of them. And even when a state like Maryland opens up and they establish their regulations, it doesn't mean 2 years down the road it's going to be the same. We've seen changes in Massachusetts, Colorado. Every year the regulations are updated and revisions enacted.
Okay. Is there any states that pose more of an issue, or not issue, but a challenge? Any other regions where you're like, wow, that's going to be a little bit more expensive because of X, Y, and Z? Or
I think that each state really, in and of itself, has challenges, and I think that they're good things that I find challenging personally. I mean, the energy compliance in Massachusetts, I think, is great for the industry. In Georgia, Alabama, and some of the other states, Missouri in some ways, that look at, in New Jersey, GMP compliance, good manufacturing practice. Those things are really good for the industry, because at the end of the day, if we legalize federally, the FDA gets involved, and GMP will be a requirement. So having clients think about that early on and design facilities for GMP compliance is very much a positive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think GMP and ISO is going to be the minimum requirement, especially as borders open up, international borders especially. There's issues with Canadian exports into Germany when they radiate it and had to send it back, and so you have to figure out all of those nuances. For anybody who is developing and would like to learn more information, where can they go and get that?
So urban-gro, we're publicly traded. We're on the internet, urban-gro.com. The architectural arm is MJ12 Design Studio. They can find us on the web as well. And my email is sam@2wrarch.com. That's a great way to get us as well.
Okay, sounds good. I think with that, we're going to have to roll this one up. So I want to thank my guest, Sam Andras. He's with urban-gro. I'm Josh Kincaid. This is The Talking Hedge. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Or don't, and I'm out.
Don't forget to smash that like button on your way out and check out these other videos that we've got.